Okay. Give me 1 second. Start recording. All right, cool. Okay, guys, this is basically all right. To give you guys some context, I found this off the Ace Attorney Reddit. I am currently in the middle of a replay of the Ace Attorney. There's all the Ace Attorney games because I'm doing like a little Ace Attorney book club thing, so I can actually like rank all the games and all this stuff. It'll be great for the channel, all this stuff. So in the meantime, I found this template online, and it's basically just like Ace Attorney characters, effectively. And what do we like more than Ace Attorney characters? So, okay, we're gonna jump right in. Favorite character? Don't worry about me. Yeah, you ain't gonna worry about me. Let me find him. There he is. Yeah, it's gotta be Hobo Phoenix. Just in how it subverts your expectations, the way they kind of play into kind of what it was all really about for him, right? Which is kind of helping and protecting people, and him kind of finding a way to do that outside being a lawyer. His frustrations with the legal system, him being symbolic of the corruption of the legal system, in the corruption of even his own views, him representing the old kind of style of Ace Attorney, and like turning the page for the next generation. It was some really great stuff. And a lot of like the most interesting ideas in Ace Attorney, in my opinion, they come from him. They come from the GOAT, Hobo Phoenix, Hobo Hodo, Hobo Naro Hodo. He is the best. He is my favorite Ace Attorney character. So, yeah. Favorite defense? Okay. It's a toss-up between Apollo and Ryunosuke. I think I give it to Ryunosuke. Because I really like Apollo. But like Ryunosuke is like a fully realized Apollo, or like a more realized Apollo. Like I love Apollo, man. You all know I love Apollo, but he's basically like, they didn't do what they did. Favorite prosecutor? Ah, man, favorite prosecutor. That's an oxymoron. Let's see. But I mean, I've always been very adamant on what my favorite is. So, yeah, it's Clavier Gavin. I just think in a world of Ace Attorney where I feel like things have gotten a bit too played out in terms of how they kind of approach these prosecutors. Clavier Gavin was just like a fresh breath of air. Like he was just a breath of fresh air. I loved him. I like the Rockstar gimmick. I like that he's nice. Like he's more condescending than anything. I like that he's kind of that fake nice. Do you know what I mean? I really like that. Like I think once you understand what they're going for with him, it's really clever. I really like it. I think he works really well off Apollo. He bounces off Apollo quite well, brings out his childish and jealous side. I think I love it. Yeah, Clavier Gavin, he's awesome. I love on the Rockstar gimmick is cool. I love Guitar Serenade. He's cool. Favorite assistant? Maya is good. Okay. But something I'm already noticing in my replay of the trilogy is that she spends so much time being a damsel in distress. And that doesn't take away from like the growth that she does have within the trilogy and like learning to grow strong and etc. But I just think I grew fatigued of that being the way they used her. Trucy has a better chance because of like the theme she represents in Apollo Justice. So she's put a pretty good shot. Kay doesn't get it. Athena, no. All right. And maybe Iris, I guess. And Ray Shields. Yeah, no, it's Trucy. It was definitely a toss-up between Trucy and Maya, but I'll give it to Trucy. Specifically Apollo Justice Trucy. Let's be very real. For me, and this is going back to this point where in my replay of the game, like I'm really noticing these things, right? It's like Maya is mostly used as a damsel. And while there are similarities between Trucy and Maya, let's be very transparent, there are a lot of similarities. I like that Trucy is more willing to kind of mess with the legal system. I like that Trucy kind of, she adds a dynamic, a wrinkle and a dynamic to Phoenix, right? Where it's like, her whole gimmick is that she's putting on a brave face so others can smile. But now it's a situation where Phoenix puts on a poker face because, you know, like Trucy can tell, like, and this is like a big element of the Mason system. When you see the interactions, Trucy can always tell whenever Phoenix is down, and then she trips up immediately. It's like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna do this, Dad. It's gonna be okay, Dad. And it's like these really, like, it's really clever. I really like it. And I think that element of her character, especially in that first game, she was really cool. Like, she was running around forging evidence, messing with trials, like, very peppy, very cool. Like, Trucy's great. And while I don't love everything they do with her in Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, like in Dual Destiny, she throws a knife at a guy. Like, that's, she's cool, man. It's Trucy. It's Trucy. It's gotta be Trucy. As you can see, I love Apollo Justice. Favorite detective? Oof, again, another oxymoron. It's probably Sherlock Holmes, let's be honest. I just looked up Sherlock Holmes. Okay, Ace Attorney, Sherlock Holmes. Gumshoe's just, I'm not crazy. My random take, I'm not crazy about Gumshoe. Not that like Sherlock is that much better, but like he feels more, it feels more sincere, and so maybe that's why I'm more endeared by him. Whereas with Gumshoe, I think they're always kind of teetering the line between, hey man, you know, he's really cool, it's the gum, it's the shoe, it's the Mr. Gumshoe. It's like, it's not for me. Oh, wait a second. It's Emma Skye, isn't it? Sorry, wait. God, it's Emma Skye. Yeah. Let's see. Favorite victim? Favorite person who dies? I feel like that's a pretty morbid question. This is a hard one. I have to think about all the victims. Okay. Who are the prolific ones? There's Maya's mother. There's Dirk. There's Athena's mother. There's Drew Misham. Oh, Drew Misham. It might be Drew Misham. I was playing Succession recently. Drew Misham. Keeping tabs on Phoenix. Drew Misham. Man. Christoph left the 7-year ticking time bomb, man. Like, yeah, nah, Drew Misham's up there. Favorite victim? Personally, like, and this has to do with my perspective, sometimes I think victim and culprit are interchangeable. So like, because the more I think of victim, the more I'm settling, like I'm kind of settling on Drew Misham the more I think about it. I don't want this to look like the Apollo Justice list, but like, you know, let me quickly explain Emma. Emma was because she kind of goes from the assistant role, fails at her dreams, and then, you know, finally achieves them. She gets to go through this like little mini arc, and so every time you are greeted by this character, something different is happening. Do you know what I mean? And while I think I do have some issues with how like they kind of execute it sometimes in Spirit of Justice. Again, same with Trucy. You can't deny the fact that every time you catch Emma, she's doing something different for the most part. Maybe the investigation series less so, but because of that, she's always an intriguing character to meet, you know? And I hope that they continue that trend if they ever do bring her back. But like, she's always doing something interesting. And now she's traveling the world with Nayua, so, you know, fun stuff. Favorite victim, I might have to give it to Drew Misham. Christoph is up there, definitely. Eeny Miny is up there. It's a toss-up between Dahlia and Christoph, I think. Because Christoph has great thematical significance, but Christoph only becomes interesting after the reveal, or after like Phoenix outs him. Outside that context, he isn't made into a very interesting character, in my opinion. There's not much to latch onto. Dahlia, whatever you want to pronounce it, she steals the show every time she's on screen. Like, I need to stress that this is purely in a like character writing way. When she's on screen, you're paying attention because she's just like she's just great at stealing the show. I'm gonna have to, yeah. And her theme song, yeah, it's Julia Hawthorne, definitely. Like when I really think about it, like Ace Attorney, I think kind of can sometimes feed into this kind of almost propaganda adjacent, like, yeah, let's get her. But like Julia shows up and it's like, yeah, let's get her. Like, do you know what I mean? Still trying to fight those idols and whatnot. Favorite defendant, Vera Mission. That was easy. Like I already know that one. It's Vera Mission. Like she's great. She's incredible. I don't even have to think about that one that hard. She's the best one, best defendant in the series. Like, and the twist of like she's the real Drew Misham, and yeah, incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible stuff. Character you hated at first. I hated Athena. She was just very like, you stole the spotlight, and it wasn't her fault inherently, but Athena can exist in this series. She just, you know, I don't think she should have been a lawyer. Or at least like give her her own thing, you know. It's that's the frustration. You really at its core. She's not like a terrible character. It's just like give her her own thing. Please. Character I dislike. Okay. I'll put them in overrated. The one I'm thinking of, I'm gonna put in overrated character. The character I dislike. Who do I dislike? Damn it, who do I dislike? This is usually so easy for me. Let's see. I dislike Edgeworth. I think Dirk is overrated. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should probably give like more reasons for this. Sorry. Yeah, okay, cool. I was deciding. Edgeworth, I feel, does the same thing now. Like, to me, he hasn't really been that interesting of a character since maybe Justice for All. I wouldn't be able to give you the reason for that. I don't know why, but yeah, I feel like he hasn't been that interesting as a character since maybe Justice for All. Ever since then, like, and even since Justice for All, Takumi said we brought him back, he was popular. Trials and Tribulations, Takumi said we brought him back, he was popular. They didn't have him in Apollo Justice because, of course, like, you know, the game's to go. You know, it doesn't have to follow the rules. Investigation series, it was supposed to be Emma's series, and then said, nah, need Edgeworth, big bag. And they do some cool things with him in the first game, and in the second game, in my opinion, didn't do anything that interesting. The will they, won't they, defense prosecutor, who cares? It wasn't that, to me, it wasn't that interesting. And I feel like they keep falling back on the same three things, which is high, man. I really love the Still Samurai. I really love the Still Samurai. But I also really love the truth. The truth matters to me. I'm the truth man. I don't know. And that's and Edgeworth is also just not a very good person, in my opinion. Right? But despite the fact that I dislike him, I can see, like, I wouldn't call him overrated because one could argue he's like the second main character of the series. And given how they're marketing the series these days, I do believe that. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's thingy. I'm gonna add Dirk just right now because why am I wasting time if I know what it's gonna be? It's him. It's your boy Dirk. The reason I think Dirk is overrated is the reason I think Hobo Phoenix is my favorite character. Dirk feels like Hobo Phoenix with most of the interesting things kind of taken away from him. So like Hobo, to give you some context, both disbarred, both wanted to make a big legal change. Both act as a surrogate father / mentor figure for Apollo. Really, the only difference is Dirk dies and Phoenix doesn't die. Phoenix dies metaphorically. Dirk dies physically, effectively. And I think it's way more effective to have the husk and shell of what once was Phoenix Wright than to literally physically have the husk and shell of what once was Dirk Sadamari. I'm not sure if I pronounced his last name correctly. Yeah, Dirk also to me is just a bit too goody goody. Like he's too like nice and heroic, and to me that's cool. You know, if that's what you want and that's what you like, it's cool. I like a little bit of edge. You know what I mean? And I think Phoenix provides that edge and wrinkle that I'm looking for, where it's just he's not entirely good, it's not entirely bad, but you can see where he's coming from and how like the years have changed him. And so really I think Dirk is just overrated because there's nothing that I get out of Dirk that Herbert, like Phoenix from Apollo Justice, doesn't provide for me in spades and with 10 times more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah. So that's why I think Dirk is overrated. It's, you know, the twist is interesting in concept, but again, like, yeah, I don't know. That's me. That's my opinion. Favorite witness. How many witnesses there are in this series? Favorite witness. Okay. Like favorite line of dialogue. Like, what do you want me to? Favorite witness. What on earth? Favorite witness. Am I gonna say eeny miny? While I don't love, because okay, this ties into my thoughts on Phoenix versus Apollo as a recurring element of the Apollo Justice trilogy, right? But like, while I don't love the reason for Phoenix versus Apollo, the way Apollo gets up and presents his point, like, and to contrast and like counter Phoenix's, is really cool. And it's a moment that, regardless of what you think of like the character implications of it, like, and the story character implications of it, that everyone has an opinion on and everybody thinks about to some capacity. And while I don't entirely agree, like, this moment is why Apollo became the most popular character in Japan. And I remember the interview where Yamazaki said he saw that and he said, all right, we're going to do some more stuff with Apollo. And then you got Spirit of Justice, which, you know, I'm not happy about, but, you know, like, the point I'm making is that moment was significant. So it's really hard for me to not give this one to Apollo. I don't want to, and the worst part is I'm gonna have to go with the eye patch Apollo. Favorite character theme. Now we can start talking about music. Love. Character theme is so vast. I also really like Trucy's character theme a lot. I think, oh man, it might be Trucy's. Or again, she might go 2 for 2. It just fills me with such joy. Like, I would, when I hear that, like, it just makes me smile. Another one, favorite character theme. It has to be Trucy, right? Like, unless. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry, Trucy. You were close. But we actually are gonna get some. We're getting Spirit of Justice getting its flowers today. We're giving Spirit of Justice some flowers today, man. I can't lie. Alright. Night theme is so cold. Theme, when I heard that, that theme carries him. He's carried by that song. No one likes Nayuta like that. But that song, elevates every moment. I cannot believe I forgot this song. This song is so sick. Literally, nah. I'm like, maybe it's Trucy, maybe it's Maya, you know, maybe Phoenix. No, it's Nayuta's theme. That theme is so cold. Alright, underrated character. Let me make sure that alright, cool. Underrated character is Inimani then. That's the one I'm gonna go for. I think her story is really interesting, and kind of how she goes about doing the things she does, and I was always so blown away by the story told in Reunion My Turnabout. I love it. I think it's a really cool story. Most overhated character. God. Yeah, no, I'm not. See, this is where my I'm gonna be so out of the loop, right? Because I have kind of distanced myself a little from the conversation. I don't know who everyone hates now. I guess Hobo Phoenix. Does that count? I don't think any Ace Attorney fan hates any of these characters. But like, not like that. Do you know what I mean? I guess Hobo Phoenix. But I feel like more people have turned around on him. I saw a video that blew up. I haven't even watched it yet. About Hobo Phoenix. Like, people have turned around on him. Like, you know, it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually not one of those things anymore. Like, you could calm down, guys. It's like, we're good. You know, like even I'm looking at this list, right? And obviously I'm the Apollo Justice head. I'm like, I can think of people that like all of these people. Like, do you know what I mean? Overhated. People like Blackwell. I think they are strong Clavier fans. People like Godot. So many people like Francisco. Like, let's be so real. Like, I don't see, I rarely, if anything, the Francisco haters are rare. Everyone loves Edgeworth. If the character is overhated, I probably agree. Cause like I'm thinking of Naruto now. I'm like, yeah, but he sucks. And okay, it would either be Jinxie. It's funny, a lot of the ideas I had were all Destiny's characters. But I don't think these characters are hated. Like, okay, I'm thinking Jinxie, I'm thinking Florence LaBelle. Maybe Kristoff, maybe that, yeah. Though I don't think he's overhated. But maybe Kristoff. He got a lot of grief back in the day, so maybe Kristoff. Lana Skye kind of comes to mind. Like, I had high expectations for Lana, but she doesn't really do a lot, in my opinion, because she's so heavily tied to like Mia Fey, which is a character like that we are inclined to really care about. But I feel like, because I love Mia, she's basically, look at her eyes, she's just an alive Mia alive, right? Mia in jail, you know. And it's just, yeah, it's just a little disappointing, like, that ended up not being like too crazy about her, you know. I remember being endeared by her in my first playthrough, but I worry that this is not how I will feel when I replay the game. So cherish this. That's why I'm like, let me put her here, just because, like, I know that, yeah, character I relate to. They said, who are you kidding? Like, all right, I mean, I guess I could go for Hobo Phoenix, given that it's been like 7 years since I've made an Ace. But I've been making Ace videos forever, man. My perspective has changed a lot, and so that's changed a lot of my perspectives, but I'm still the same. Like, look at my list. But I guess Hobo Phoenix would be one. It feels so stupid to have Hobo Phoenix there. Like, look at me, I'm cool and mysterious. Like, bro, like, what I don't think of someone like maybe a bit more like me. Well, it's like, I don't know. This is kind of my energy. I don't know what to say. Just like, wow, dude, I don't care. I know a lot about Ace Attorney, but like, I'm just here making, you know what I mean? Favorite game mechanic. All right, cool. Let's get into the big boys. The bracelet, joint reasoning. Cyclops. I'm gonna give it to Cyclops, and kind of add like a bit of a journey/adventure to getting that like reveal, right? As opposed to just talking to people and then the music changing. Like, you feel more involved in the arrival of the reveal. Favorite game? Let's give it to the GOAT. All right, I gave it to the goat. Favorite case, favorite case. It's Turnabout Succession. Like, I think Turnabout Succession is it, but it could be Reunion My Turnabout, but it's Turnabout Succession. But Reunion My Turnabout is very close. Athena. I feel like Athena is the only morally correct answer. Like, really? I feel like Athena is the only character that like makes sense. No? I would love like an RPG of sorts with like maybe Emma or something. God, I think a Mia Fey spin-off series would be cool. If it has to be like an existing character, then yeah, it's Mia Fey. And I've played like Yakuza 0 and all this stuff, and it's just like, okay, not only does this work, but you know, you could do like there's story to tell with this guy. Literally, I'm playing Turnabout Sisters right now, right? And I'm reading the background stuff, and it's like, yeah, you know, Mia had all these great cases, and she's got this massive itinerary of cases. It's like, okay, damn, like there's a story to tell there. You could tell quite a few stories there. Do you know what I mean? You could even connect it back to Phoenix in like having Mia like get in contact with him, like while he's studying for the law stuff, like that. An Ace Attorney 0, like with starring Mia Fey, would actually be really cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think that would work. All right, character I want back. I guess this kind of ties into it. Maybe Mia Fey. Like, but no. Character who hasn't come back yet? Like, Gumshoe. No, I don't want to see him come back. Not in the main series, just to tell a story about her past unrelated to what's going on in the main series. I think also something, okay, what's another thing I can do? If not Mia though, maybe Jinxie. I think Jinxie was fun. But yeah, like super, like, yeah, love the whole like gimmick of her throwing the thingies on Apollo's forehead, like really great stuff. Favorite design. It's so a lot of designs in Ace Attorney. It's Phoenix's redesign from Dual Destinies onward. That's a really good design. I can't lie. They nailed it. He looks incredible. They absolutely killed it. All right. So, favorite character meme, I guess this is what I got. So, my favorite character is Hobo Phoenix. Favorite defense is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. That makes sense. Favorite prosecutor is Clavia Gavin. Favorite assistant is Trucy. Makes sense. Favorite detective is Emma Skye, closely followed by Sherlock. Favorite victim is Drew Misham. Favorite corporate is Dahlia, yeah. Defendant Vera, character I hated at first was Athena. I don't like Edgeworth, he's weird. What's it called? Favorite witness was probably Apollo that one time. Like, favorite character theme, yeah, I think this is a pretty good list. This is a pretty good summation of how I feel. So, all right, cool. Thank you guys so much for your time. If you guys want to see more of this kind of style of video, just let me know. Otherwise, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Peace. Bye bye.